Yo, I'm back. Uh, I just felt like recording a video today. Um, I got some things in my mind that I wanna say, and I also have a bunch of other stuff. I also just want to show off my park because why not? Sorry, it's a notification. I'll check it out later. Um, it's not really important. Well, it is. It's my partner, but they're out hanging out, so. Hanging out with friends, so they don't need to text me. Excuse me. Bless. They not. They're out. They don't need to text me, and I don't need to, hang out with friends. 'Cause, and I gotta. Oh yeah. Um, let's see how it looks. I just felt like playing. The DLC of this came out not that long ago. What the flip? That's kind of cool, I guess. um, you want some rock? There we go. It's really big. Yeah, that looks okay. Let me just cover this bit up real quick. Give me a timer look. No. Uh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, the DLC for Evo 2 came out not that long ago. Just a couple of weeks ago. The day I'm releasing it, this video is probably the day I recorded it, or just a couple days after, or before. Yeah. So it's what, December 13th? Yes, December 13th. So it came out like you can see I changed the area up a bit. I don't know why, but I find it really difficult to start on a flat area. So I tried playing on other maps, but I didn't like the size of it. I like the terrain and like the difficulty and like the surrounding of it, but I didn't like how much of a pain in the ass, or not pain in the ass, but like how small it was. Like this right here, probably itself would have filled up like half the map. Like this giant. So yeah, but I find it really hard to start on like square maps because it's blank and I want some like difficulty getting through it. So yeah, I decided to change it up a bit. I restarted a lot, and now I found a park, or I've started a park that I really enjoy. Um, I see the weird shaped aviary inside the cliff rock is what I started with. I tried doing this with the lagoon, but I didn't like how it came out, and then everything else. Just let me pause the game. So it's not like at 3 times speed. Oh, it was only on 3 times speed because I was extending this. But yeah, just wanted to show off. Obviously, we got the aviary. Um, there we go. And it's just a nice little area. You have a cave in here, just full of shrubbery. Not much, really different from it from my last one. Um, okay. And again, geese stuff. I like making it look like we abandoned the park or whatever, or like some abandonment. Looks like it was under construction or whatever. And we have like this little waterfall system connected to this waterfall, and I have these there we go, these little aqueduct vents, and they just like connected. They're a little misplaced, but it's whatever. You know, so it makes sense. Again, this that's not my own original build. It's here. Uh, I don't know. No. I wish I could show the name. Hold X for options. Aquadunk. Yeah, you create a profile. Yes, it's this dude. Um, he created the aqueduct. Um, bunch of other stuff that I haven't seen. Oh, I'm gonna use this natural lagoon. I don't know why. So, yeah, pretty cool. Give it an upvote. And yeah, uh, obviously we have that. And then right here, I decided to make it look more like of a swampy, like kind of waterfall, marsh. Not swamp, but more marsh. And it's really nice. We got two piscivore feeders, and we got the osteoraptors, which are really neat. I really like them. Yeah. Oh, what? Show you the names. Pause it. Um, oil spill, very vibrant colors. Looks like an oil spill. Yeah, goose. It's like a goose. More like a swan, but couldn't really think of anything else. But yeah, Chuck. Named it Chuck because it was yellow, and I thought of the yellow Angry Bird, and then the purple because Angry Bird Space. Uh, oh yeah, Peep. This one's just purely yellow with some blue, and you know, like the marshmallow Peep stuff. There's Parenta, which is, I think, the family of geese. It's Branta something, and it means Canadian geese, or it's something Branta. I forgot how it went. So yeah, Canadian geese basically, and a bunch of babies. They're all named Duck. Oh, you're thirsty. Go get water. Go get water. Wait, what? Where are you? Uh, hold on. Thank God I can tranquilize babies. What? Uh, whoa. Okay. Branta. Looking for food. Thirsty. Go get water. Okay. Oh, we can't I don't have a mission. Duck. Oh, they're in this cave eating. Duck. Duck. Yeah. I named all the babies Duck. They have like a nice little cave here. It's the egg where they hatched out. Stuff. Yeah. Just a nice little under construction thing. I flipped over four-wheeler because why not? And that's not water, by the way. That's wetland, so they can't drink from that. I don't know. They never come over here. Well, they do, but they only go on the like outskirts to drink water. So they run down here and then they run back up to eat food. But these guys always stay here to eat fish and you know So it's kind of nice, you know, the baby's got this area to go, and the adults have this area. So it works. It's like, it's a little annoying, but it works. And, more stuff. Just some buckets of fish, obviously. We have the aqueducts again. Hydro vents. I don't know the names of it. So, yeah. Let me look a minute on nesting area. I'm gonna look for the first one. This is the first one. Tropicana, Pterosaur, male pterosaur, elderly, missing down, whatever. Low health. Ooh, ooh, brother. Oh my god. Go drink water. You guys have this area mapped out. Why'd you stop moving? Ay, pinche patitos. Go drink your water. Why are you sitting down? Go drink your water. Oh my god. There. Just add them a little pool, because why not? It's pretty annoying, but whatever. Let's add some wetland right here. And then I'll just do the scenery stuff. That's so annoying. It's because of he's not even coming over here. It's just sitting. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Oh my god. Cool. No, no, it's coming. And it stopped. It did a full like 360. What the fuck? Yeah, and sort of that. No, I said I was gonna place trees through foliage. Mm-hmm. 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 Same tree, but it's fine. Whatever. Mm-hmm. There we go. Give him like a little cherry sprig right here. Fucking hell, these dinosaurs got me tweaking. Piscor feeder requires water. Sure. Put it like right here. 32. There we go. Just in case they either want. Just in case they either want this one. What the hell? 66. No. Just in case they want that one. That one. Cool. Now they have a natural thing of water. Yeah. You know what? It doesn't look half bad. So, okay. What were we on? Tropicana. Look at him. Cool pterosaur. Very nice colors. Big fan of it. Kind of looks like the one from the Lost World. These are aviaries. Indigo. Big fan of it. Or her. Very nice. Very cool. This. Again, this one kind of looks like the book one. Skypea, One Piece arc. That was okay. I like Anel though. Very cool Devil Crew. We have Capri. For Capri Sun. That's really it. Yeah. We have Bark. Baby. Oh, yeah, Big. Another baby. Here we have Sprig. Another baby. And then we have Dew. Another baby. And, oh, an Arrow. Arrow Ace, because it's the most colorful one. But it's also for like, because it has pretty colors. It looks like the sky, so Arrow. Oh, and Lupin. With the Jurassic Park 3 colors. Which I swear the Jurassic Park 3 ones had red. Just a little bit. I know the Jurassic World ones do. But I swear these ones had red too. Right. Were the ones in the movie male then? Okay. Okay. It's weird. So yeah. Down here, waterfall down here leads to a more actual swampy area. Still not completely swamped, but it's getting there. We just have a bunch of water, deep water. Ooh, guess what? Irritator. Female irritator. I thought the game was paused. Oh no, it's sorry. Yeah. I don't know why you're just like standing there. Dart. I know it's like a poison dart frog, so I kind of named it that. Goalie. Oh wait, I should be going. Yeah, spore. Fungus. Really cool. I like the colors, especially the blue little like pearl part. Goalie. So it's like the gullet, yada yada yada. Dart. Gullet. Maybe whatever. We got a gulp. So baby. So whatever. Yeah. Nice little swampy area. Not too filled to the brim. Yeah. Just like showing I was working on here. Go over here, just more stuff, just more planes. A radio tower, cages that came in. They came in. And then, gate overview because it's the only gate in the for them. It's the only gate I have right now, so yeah, so irritator gate. The campsite. Big net. We got some big nets. Well, it's close to it. Irritator nesting area. Just a default one. Maybe some marsh, some broken eggs. This, I don't know. Just felt like it looked cool. Oh, he kind of looks like that one Dead by Daylight map. Just thought it looked cool. Just some nice little environmental storytelling. And yeah. Is Goalie still frozen? No, she's okay. Very lovely. Very lovely dinosaurs. Big fan of them. Love the rotator. I just wish it had its pelican mouth. Beggars can't be choosers. So, this viewing log, by the way, in between. This was for the babies, so for the viewing people. They don't really use it. I didn't make this viewing log. Again, I probably have it in the original video, or like my first few. What's this one? Creator profile. View creations. They just raw in. Yeah, very cool. I like it. They're French. That sucks. Or is that French? I think that is French. Or no, that's Italian. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I use this one because it looks really nice and I like it, and it goes with it. So yeah, login view irritator. Yeah. Up here, I want to make the I have some Dinokairos ready. This one is for the babies. This one is one I picked. These are random skins. I only liked one of them, and skins I like that I picked. I want the babies to look like little ducklets. That's what I did with these guys. The gals, there's only one guy. They're cute and all, but this one duck too. Ooh, piss me off. Yeah. We got an Osteraptor nesting area. Potato. No, probably. I'll work on the actual park after because I don't know if it's easy to tell, but I like conservation. And the animals should come first when it comes to like zoos and making sure they have the habitats and everything they like. Hi, Bug. Oh, you're so sleepy. Oh, go to sleep. Go to sleep, Bug. It's my cat, by the way. Yeah, I think the animal should come first. Make sure everything looks good to them. My zoo does that, and I really like it. It's also free entry, which is really nice. They don't really, I mean, they have like a shop and all, but they don't really profit off the animals. They just profit off like merchandising. Yes, Bug. Yeah. She doesn't like when I talk. She hates me. I get abused by my own cat. Yes, yes. It's you. Yes, it's you. Yeah, I really like that about our zoo. They don't really make huge profits on the animals itself, and they care about zookeepers and all that. Care about the animals first and the zoo itself, and we try our best with like keeping them alive and whatever. And I really like that about our zoo. And yeah, conservation is important. But some animals are better without conservation. Um, some animals do better out in the wild. That's why there's different types of conservations. Like wild, obviously we have zoos, which is protected under like buildings and all that. And they have like little breeding programs. The California condor is a good example. Was going extinct, very, very endangered, but we started getting the numbers up. Very good. Examples where uh, en- enclosed conservation doesn't work is like pandas. Pandas don't do good inside zoos and all that. They do just fine out in the wild, and if we just leave them alone, they'll get to doing what pandas do. That's why you get so much like criticism against pandas about them being really stupid and not wanting to have sex and causing their like breed species to die off is because they don't really like closed environments, and they are smart, and they see that they have a place where they don't have to worry much about anything. So they just be lazy and chill and not worry about, you know, don't have anything to worry about because all their needs are taken care of. And honestly, enclosing pandas isn't really much of a conservational thingy anymore. It's more of a political thing now. So yeah, because uh, you have to have good relations with China because they see the pandas are very important animals, and they make a lot of money off of pandas, especially like giving them to other zoos. That's why whenever a zoo has a panda, it's excuse me, low key. If a zoo has a panda, they're probably not the best. Um, can't can't speak. Hey, bud. She's just looking at me. She wants more pets. You want more pets? I stopped petting her and then she just like stares at me. But yeah, if you see like a zoo with pandas, they probably do care about conservation. There's very few zoos that don't care about conservation or don't care about their animals, and it's pretty obvious why they don't. Um, I guess some examples are like SeaWorld. That's technically a zoo, but for marine species, and a lot of like marine species are very hard to take care of, conservation wise. And that's why you gotta find a really good one if you want to support them. And that's why a lot of the good ones are really expensive to go because taking care of ocean animals is really expensive compared to, know, birds. A lot of birds are really well with conservation efforts in zoos. Uh, uh, some of them aren't. Cockapos aren't really that good in zoos. They do better out in the wild. They're going extinct. Well, they're endangered. Same with the kiwis. They're going extinct or they're endangered because of people living in New Zealand and bringing, what is it, invasive species like cats. I love my girl Bug, and I love my other two cats, Gaffin and Joan. I like calling her Boat. Uh, I love my cats and all, but they are invasive species, and stray cats are really dangerous to have out in the wild. So I try feeding stray cats that live around my area. I have a lot of stray cats in my area. I live out in the country. A lot of cats come out there to hunt birds and all that. But a lot of cats got attracted to my place because, like, hey, free food, free shelter. They don't have to worry about killing birds and being an invasive species. So if I don't think we should kill off invasive species, we should more like keep them enclosed, far from natural species in the world. Like, I don't think we should be out there killing cats anywhere that isn't in like Africa or parts of Asia, South America, because cats are like household cats are very invasive. They're invasive everywhere other than the places I mentioned. And I don't think we should be out there killing them. Same with dogs, invasive dogs. We shouldn't be out there killing them, putting them down. I think we should be taking care of them and making sure they get nowhere near the native population. But that's really hard to do because there is a lot of selfish people out there, and they they like adopting pets but not taking care of them because they don't realize that pets are living animals and they shouldn't. They're horrible at taking care of other animals, and they don't want a pet. They just want an object. Get to that whole discussion where I firmly believe um, more than like I don't know. I'm just gonna shoot a number, a really high number. It's gonna sound crazy, but more than say 80-ish% of pet owners shouldn't own their pets. And I don't want to be biased and say, of course, that doesn't include me, because I think I'm a pretty good pet person. 79%. What does that mean? Am I reaching like the capacity? Sorry. Um, what the hell? Oh, I should place some lights or not. Make it a really big. They didn't really do anything. Okay. Whatever. I guess. Um, I do. I don't want to give myself the benefit of the doubt and say I deserve my cat. Like, obviously, I want to keep my cat. If and I love my cats, plural. I love all my cats. They're all different. They're all unique. And I will do anything for them. I'll do anything to make sure they live happy lives and a life that they have no fear in and are perfectly comfortable in. But I don't think I deserve to own them. And if push comes to shove, and every single person in the world had to get rid of their pets, if like, okay, as a hypothetical, if every person in the world obliged and had to hand over their pets to this like foreign entity, like say like we got aliens or something government project, and there was 100% chance that if we gave away our pets, if everyone in the world or just the people who gave away their pets, the pets will like go back to their natural environment and invasive species won't be a problem and all that, and they will live natural, fulfilling lives. I would be willing to do that because I don't think it's selfish for me to want to keep my cat all to myself. And I think she's a very indoor cat. She's scared of the outside, which I know that. But that's also because we domesticated them and all that. But if push comes to shove and they can live very happy, natural lives out in the wild, and so be it. Very crazy take, I know that. But it's what I believe. And yeah. We feel a little bad because I know she probably wouldn't do good in the wild. But to be fair, a lot of the cat owners I've known and seen are very good to their cats. And it's, um, it's a good thing. They're really easy pets to take care of. Doesn't mean that a lot of them aren't. There's cases of some of them are abused. Duh. Be obvious. When it comes to any kind of pet, there's going to be cases of abuse, even exotic ones, like apes, chimpanzees, you know. Very, very few people own chimpanzees, and very, very high amounts of them were, well, not high amounts, but a lot of them were abused and not taken care of well. And they weren't really treated as, like, I guess, pets. Because people treat pets and humans differently. And I also find that a little weird because again, we're all animals, but we treat them differently because one has a higher conscious than the other. So we treat chimpanzees lesser because they have less of a conscious than, well, not less of a conscious, but less of a, I guess, intelligence in us, which isn't fair because like almost I don't like the idea, or not the idea, but I don't like the argument of that, um, we're the smartest species in the world. And that is true in a literal sense, because every animal is smart in their own way. Same with, well, what I firmly believe, like, no one is truly stupid. No one is stupid, just we all have different, like, talents. Everyone's better at one thing, or someone is better at something. Uh, you get a lot of kids who are probably in like an alternative teaching because they don't do really well in school, and it's not their fault that they do horrible in school. Well, it's partly their fault. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them, it's partly their fault because they don't participate in school, because they don't put in the effort to. But that doesn't mean they're stupid. Nobody is truly stupid. I like those little dry spots. Nobody's truly stupid, and I 100% believe that. Everyone has their own strengths. Everyone learns differently, and that's fine. I myself, what you can tell, really like biology, and especially like evolutionary biology and conservation, so zoology. And I want to be a zoologist, or either that or an environmental biologist. Not environmental, evolutionary biologist. One of those two. Probably zoologist. I really would love to work at a zoo, especially a really, really good one with conservation. And I know a lot of people aren't good at science, specifically like my topic. I've been to high school before. I've graduated high school. I've been around people who hated biology because they didn't really get it or they just didn't like it. And they would ask me for help because, I was the biology kid. I was Mr. Animal. I was, I was Mr. Dinosaur or Mr. I know a lot about animals and I want to make this my career. And people would go up to me and ask me questions, and I would basically do their homework for them. And that's fine because, again, not everyone is good at what they do. But I also do think it is sometimes, again, not all the time, maybe the teacher's inability to capture their crowd. And what I mean by that is some teachers, they teach differently. Whoa, what a crazy statement, am I right? Some teachers teach differently, and that is okay. Not everyone has to teach the same. Some teach in a certain way. Again, it depends on the subject. You take like a welding class, you're gonna get a class that's more hands-on than, uh, say, an English class. Some people learn better with hands-on stuff. That's why we have all those like different learning traits. Auditive, I was gonna say authoritative. That's a political thing. That's a political spectrum. We have auditive, obviously. Um, I don't know what I'm doing here. Excuse me. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going at. You kind of see the vision. Deep water here, shallow water here. So we can just chill here because I have raptors chilling here. It's really cool, and I really like that. Some dry patches of land because I'm going for like a wetlands look. I might have to redo the water. um, yeah, I can just. I don't know why I'm doing that. But yeah, some people learn differently, and that's fine. And again, that's credit to the career field I want to do after what I want to do. Okay, so I probably said this in my first intro, or like no, my first intro, my first like video on YouTube. I mentioned that I want to be a teacher, and that is still an option. Well, it is still an option, and it is the option I want to do. But I want to do something before I go into education because I think it's also important if you are becoming a teacher, you should have obviously you need the knowledge of the path you're going into, but you also should have experience in it. And I want to be a biology teacher and I want experience. I think if I'm gonna succeed as a teacher, I should have experience in the field. So why not become the subject I'm teaching and tell them about like my experiences and all that. Basically like a college professor, but like elementary school. Or not, well, not elementary school, but public school. Well, kind of. I also do want to. I want to do elementary first, mainly because high schoolers are going to be a pain in the ass, and I know that. But I also, I think teaching fourth and fifth grade uh, will help me understand how, like, my teaching method and how to actually engage with students, um, and to engage with students and make their parents be engaged, because that's also really important with teaching. Is that with schools and all that, we should involve the parents more, not make them be like 100% into it, but like at least make them involved in their kids' education just a little bit. Like we don't, like we're not forcing the parents to go to school with them. We just want them to be a part of their education and know what they're learning, and yes, give us feedback as well about their kid and how they feel about it and what we can do. And I totally, um, I totally want to do that. It sounded like sarcasm, but it wasn't. And yeah, go. It looks slightly better. Yeah, I think it's just the lighting on this side. It's like it's hitting it, and it's just like really white. I think I am going to also. Wait, no. Sandbox settings. There we go. Egg failures on. No diseases, injuries off. Don't starve off. Don't hydrate off. Unlimited. Not die of old age. And age will not affect the dinosaur's appearance or stamina. What? What if I wanted to affect the appearance and stamina, but I don't want them to die? That's weird. Have that off. Status checks off. Unlimited feeders. Dangerous to guess. Yeah. Low escapes. Intelligence. Aggression. Comfort off. Comfort off because I want to make cool environments. Combat frequency. Unable to initiate fights. Duh. Herbivore should. Herbivores, in all honesty, should win almost every fight. A lot of herbivores, because we mostly have the bigger ones. The smaller ones, duh, they die. But I think like a hadrosaur, like Edmontosaurus, should be able to put up an even fight, or hell, be stronger than a T Rex. But Frontier thinks otherwise. Same with the Triceratops. The Triceratops should easily be able to kill a T Rex if it was like a death battle. And Kylosaurus should easily kill a T Rex. Well, not easily, but have a higher chance to be the victor than the T Rex. Yes, T Rex is an apex predator. Blah blah blah. Its bite force is Sun Chungus Newtons, but it's not gonna use that bite force all the time. It has that bite force because it can crush bone, because it needs to eat the bones, because bone marrow is a very, very good source of food. And T Rex was most likely scavenged once in a while, not all the time. Jack Horner ruined a lot of people's view on the T Rex, but with any you know apex predator, lions, tigers, um, a lot of them are big cats actually. Dingoes, fucking crocodiles, and all that. Sharks, fucking sharks. They see a dead corpse and they see it's a safe spot to eat, and you know what? They're gonna take the chance to, because in a game of life and death, if you have the opportunity to get an easy meal, you're gonna take it. And when all if you involved in an environment that had super herbivores like that evolved specifically to be able to counter you and to live and fend off against you because how formidable of a predator you are, no shit, you're gonna take the chance to eat a dead body. And you're gonna make your bite force stronger to eat that dead body because they have thick hide, their bones are like strong as fuck, they got all that muscle, all that weight, and all that. So yeah, they have that kind of bite force. But they're not gonna use that bite force naturally in a fight. Not at all. You don't. Yes, there's times it will happen. Like, so you're sneaking up on someone and you, oh, got a message, and you bite them on the neck. You're gonna go full force on the neck. So you can like cut off their airflow, get like their main jugular, hit their nervous system. Duh. That's when you use your full bite force. But if you're like biting at something like uh, taking chunks off their arms, getting their leg, pulling it, and ripping some tendons, muscle tendons, and all that, you're not going to use your full bite force because if you do, you're most likely going to like shatter your teeth. You're going to hurt your teeth a lot. And if you use your full bite force, like if you're going to like be stuck in kind of a position and that thing can fight back. So, yeah, but what I'm getting at is that herbivores should be able to, like Ankylosaurus, Triceratops, and Montosaurus should 100%, good girl, should be able to 100% be a T-Rex easily without any like genetic modification. Uh, Cohabitation. Oh, I have it at normal because I like having restrictions a little bit, just a little bit of restrictions. I also just like having or knowing what dinosaurs work best with each other. So yeah, contracts off. Dino marketplace on, expeditions, fossil research off, operation building. Excuse me. Invincible vehicles on, instant construction. That's these they construct. Oh, like fences. Yeah. Maintenance wear tear off. Every time a building will not lose its health. That's a lie. I have a maintenance building because my hatchery was breaking down. It's weird. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do no weather events since I want it to be a day-night cycle. Wait a minute. I could have changed the terrain? That's literally what I wanted. Hold on. My bad. Exit to main menu. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, never mind. I thought I was just really stupid and didn't do anything. They should let you do that. They should let you change just the terrain stuff around for the square ones. For people who, like me, who like having a little bit of building constraint to work with. They should do the island generator, but for the square box, you know? Oops. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, poor girl. Oh, my baby. She's a Siamese, by the way, if you wanted to know. Lynx Point Siamese. Probably mixed with like a short hair. That's what I'm assuming. I have photos of her on my Instagram. Like some stories. They're really heavily edited though, so well, they're used. I use her mostly as a sticker. Same with my other cat. For like photos of me and my partner, so we can look like a big old happy family. Yeah. So enough of me yapping, I guess. I don't know. I just wanted to make a video again, show y'all I'm still alive, barely. And I also just wanted to show this off. I also wanted to, yeah, just a little bit. I might live stream today. I don't know. Do whatever I feel like. Yeah. See ya.